So we travel through what some would maybe call space and time, but this is more like stairs and time. And flow through the endless realms of steps and platforms. And we come upon an elf who has been traveling. How long it took him to travel, who knows? But he has made it to his destination. A place that he wanted to go to more than anything else. A palace that is inside of this grand staircase. You stand before this fence, sort of like this wall with a gate. And on the other side is a palace, almost sort of a bubble with breezy and stuff like that. It almost looks like all the walls and stuff are made out of thick air that swirls around. Do you go through the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the door into the palace.
Alright, so you come through. So you come through, and just imagine like the mat that I've got down is like, yes, there's glowing symbols and stuff moving around, but the floors are not. They feel solid, but they're not. Again, think of them almost like compressed air and wind.
Okay.
It is not. It is solid, but yet it's not comfortable. super idea of coming through. Sometimes you almost looks like you can see out, or as it sort of flow through and reconstitute. In front of you is these glowing cubes that are sort of spinning around us. Ball in the middle. So what you see pretty much on the mat is what you see. I will say you can ignore this.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to so are these balls moving around? Are they?
Yeah, there's cubes going through, and there's ball, and there's a bunch of cubes. So it gets down, and there's a ball in the middle.
Can I reach out and try to grab Can I grab them or?
So you have to maneuver through the cubes to get there.
Okay.
So the cubes aren't really moving, but there's lines. Do you touch the cube?
Yeah. I'm gonna reach out for him. I mean, it's the only thing in the room.
Okay. So again, the cubes are through. So the cubes, the lines that are through there are composed of radiant energy. So I'm going to tell you that using your natural passives and stuff like that. Okay. It's a good chance if you touch them, it will radiantly burn you.
Can I do an Arcana check on this?
Yeah.
Thing? It's 13.
Okay. So I don't see that's too much issue. So you're going through, and it's definitely something emitting these radiant pulses, but it's infused with, since you know different types of magic with your Arcana, it's got divine mixed into it. That it's got that type of magic.
Could I maneuver over the lines and
Yeah, like I said, they're cubes, so it starts big, and they keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller till there's something that's inside of the cubes, and then there's the spheres in the end. Mm-hmm. So you can pierce those. So each one will get a little bit harder to go through, but an acrobatics can get you through some pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna try to maneuver my way through it.
Okay, so the first one's really easy. It's a big cube, so you just need 5 or higher for the big first one.
12 or 13.
Okay, so you get through. So next one would be a little bit harder. It's 7.
16. You got it.
Now it's going to start getting a little rounder, so you got to be a lot smaller. Mm-hmm. The problem, you are in your armor. It's do you shed your armor to make it easier to get through it, or do you leave your armor on?
I'm gonna leave my armor on.
Okay. So this is, to get past it is a 15.
Not 20.
So, 1, 2, all right. So here we are. So there's something inside of here.
Okay.
And it's some type of sphere that looks like it's through, but it is surrounded by the radiant energy that's making it really hard. So you'll have to sort of maneuver your hand in.
It's just not completely covered in it. It's just
it's just something. This orb is just floating, but it's surrounded by the like these line spheres of stuff. So you've gotten this far, but at this point, it's not acrobatics. It's you need sleight of hand because you're sort of maneuvering through.
I'm gonna grab the orb in the center.
But before you do, the question is, if it does hit you and burn you, are you going to pull out or do you endure it?
I'm going to endure. I also have I kind of have like a reduction thing.
Okay, so that's good. So you can endure it.
I have absorb elements. I can do on myself. So I'm gonna go reach out to grab the orb.
Okay, so you'll need to do a sleight of hand check. So it's small. It's 15 or higher.
I got a 6.
All right, so it's gonna go through and burn you. All right, so it's like it's going through. So you're going to stay in there. So I'll let you do your absorb elements. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, it's like the damage is going to go through. Even though technically you don't absorb radiant, I will say that fire is almost equivalent, so I'll let you be able to absorb that. Since you're sort of good at radiance anyway, so I'll let that count. So I'll tell you the damage. Ouch. The damage that you incur is 21. It's like it burns down to your soul. What do you take off of that?
4.
So 17 is better than 21. So you have grabbed this orb. So, but you're still inside of the.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull it out.
Yeah. So you pulled it out. It's in and out. So you pulled it out. Yeah. So you've endured the pain, which is that's a lot of pain that you've endured. Now you do have the ability to heal yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're still inside this trap.
Okay.
You took that much damage because you endured it. So, but the lines going out still could hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay on hands for 15 on myself. Just. And then I'm gonna maneuver out of the.
Okay, so you luckily you got you some health back. So you're going to have to maneuver yourself out.
Okay.
And again, it's like what? This one's 15.
19.
Okay, so you're out one level.
16. So.
Yep. Last level. This one's just 5, so
I got a 6.
A little bit harder.
Tumbled over.
Yeah. So you get out. So, so you're out. So you're holding this orb.
Is there any like markings or anything on this? Or?
No, it's just it's almost like a cannonball, but it looks like a cannonball. The material looks like it too. It's like it's a chunk of metal, but it's nowhere as hard.
So it's softer, you say?
It must, but it feels hard, but it's not heavy. It's like it should be.
I'm gonna pull my dagger out, and I'm gonna like
Your dagger glows.
I'm gonna like kind of put the blade on it and just want to see the hardness of the material.
Right, so, and you pull your blade out and it shines, and your dagger emits radiant. So you put it in, and when you touch your blade to it, it's like lines and symbols appear all over it. So it's infusing, the radiant power to it.
Do I recognize any of the symbols on it?
It's like, no, it's like this. It's not like any of your runes, but these are very different from like the runes that you and Captain Ball have had. Like they're very different. These are sort of flowy and they sort of remind you of like almost like air flowing, is just free flowing and things like that. So much like this palace in a way. Like I said, I'm going to use your natural things to put a little bit together. It's like, because this palace is, with the floors and the walls and everything. Give you a little insight on, so it's maybe has something to do with air.
Okay. Now, so this is a rune, basically, or it just has runes on it.
It has these symbols all over it. But are they runic symbols? Are they writing? That's the thing. You're not sure what they are.
I'm gonna try to pierce it with my dagger to see if it does anything with my. Does it like give at all when I'm?
Mm-mm. So it's like you can't even put marks on it. So you're trying to go through but the radiant makes it glow.
Mm-hmm.
But the longer your blade's away, the symbols slowly start to fade. But the more you put the radiant on it, like they get bright.
Mm-hmm. Can I do an Arcana check on the? Or I've already done. Was that the kind of divine and radiant?
Yeah. So you know that this is this sort of divine magic, but maybe now you're going. This is what the divine and the other whatever was surrounding it was just magic itself. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an Arcana check on the orb boss in my hand.
Okay.
So. It's a 24, or sorry, 22.
So, well, yeah, it's definitely emitting a higher presence. So, where your attunement to magic, this isn't, it's not worldly of your world. I'm trying to think. You've not really been a lot around. Have you been around any gods yet?
Mm-hmm. Well, Omni's the demigod, right? Omni.
Yeah, like he gets a little bit. So I would say that you feel very similar. Like it's sort of very similar, but more.
Mm. Is there anything else in this room other than?
Well, there's some doors that you can go to other places or whatever, but it's just you assume they're doors. There's this thicker cloud cover that sort of looks sort of doorish. Like how you could get pictures and turn them into like line art and stuff. It's almost like the wind that sort of flows those. So it's sort of hazy. So you think there's a door that could go deeper in?
I'm gonna go look around, towards that door.
Is that what we'll say? So pretty much what you see is what you see, but as, again, imagine most of it is shrouded and not solid, but sort of the view that is air, like made of sort of air.
Yeah, they're kind of clouded.
Yeah. And there are steps that go down and sort of through.
I'm gonna walk down the steps and kind of go up to this like well that's in here.
Yeah, so it almost looks like there's a pool.
Okay. Like a pool of kind of radiant energy. What kind of was?
Yes, I'll say that's radiant.
Okay.
Because it's the same color as those lines.
I'm gonna toss the orb into it just because it's like a well.
Okay. So you're sort of tossing it, and the orb splashes and hits, and it glows super, super bright. But it floats. It doesn't sink. It sort of bobs and weaves on that. So at that point, do I have it? Comes out what almost looks like in the clouds is this being that's in front of you. It says, "Who has released my essence from the orb?"
It was I. The name's Tevar Talks. I believe you know of my parents.
I do not know of any Auron, but I have been imprisoned in this orb for quite a long time. My name is Nothus, the previous Stair Master.
Where is the current Stair Master?
That wretch, probably wallowing in his own pity for the mistakes that he's made and not accepting the gifts that I gave.
And why are you not the Stair Master?
My own vanity cost me. After all, it's not every day that you allow your own son to usurp you. He imprisoned me in this ball. Sadly, you do not have enough magical power to fully release me. But my son figured out ways that if he wanted to speak to me, he could put me in this pool of whatever he's created. And now you have.
Is there any way you could direct me to this Stair Master? Is this your son that's the current Stair Master?
If you were in this palace, he knows that you were here. He's probably watching you for enjoyment, considering we don't really get many visitors anymore, from what he tells me. So him and his kind was unable to prevent the doors from disappearing. So you may shout his name, the Stairkeeper, because that is all he will answer to now. Because I was the Stair Master, as he referred to, and now he is the keeper of the stairs, considering that's all that is left. He got his wish. But be careful. He serves a very horrible, horrendous darkness.
Can you tell me anything if this is darkness?
Think of this as he serves a nothingness unlike nothing you've seen. And it's consumed him also to where he is nothing. except regret, because he cannot hide that from me. But this was from the last time that we spoke, which I really don't have much sense of time in my little sphere that he puts me in. But I sense it every time that he pulls me out. He is suffocating in his own wishes that he cannot grant, in his own dreams that he fulfilled, but yet he regrets. If you have found your way in here, that means that there's a realm still left standing.
Yeah, I did not see too much in just stairs.
There used to be thousands upon thousands of doors in this place. When the Great Sundering happened, so did the doors. So thousands upon thousands, infinite worlds. The doors just didn't slam shut. The doors ceased to be.
And were you the Stair Master at this time?
I was. And the Stair Keeper, in his folly, came, and in my weakness, he was able to put me away because he'd gained new power where I'd lost mine. I could have the power of wishes, and the powers of dreams and destiny. He has the power of sadness and despair and loneliness. So you don't understand, he can take it.
Are you still able to grant these wishes?
It's like, no, I have weakened myself because of this. I gained my power of wishes through other people wishing and wanting enough. There's not enough power of people's hopes and dreams for me to be able to give wishes anymore. But if there were connections to other planes, I could regain power and I could regain control of the staircase. There are realms that my son do not know of. He is searching for them. They are these outer planes that cannot be destroyed. No matter how much of the multiverse is gone, they cannot perish. They could transform or rot or flourish, but they cannot be transformed, and there are doors to these realms, but they are very difficult to find. You must know their true names of these realms to traverse them, and the staircase will guide you.
Would I be able to find these realms?
If you wish to know their names enough, eventually you may. But I sense that you have been around a divine power before. A very young divine power, but a very old master this divine power has. Yes. Even though there's not many wishes, I feel the wishes and the hopes that are thrust upon you. And one of them, or several of them, are actually divine wishes, yes. It's like you've been blessed with power of radiance. And this radiance comes from the oath of magic, I see. No one God grants this. They grant your knowledge to see magic, even magic you've not seen. Yes, it's like I feel their wishes and their hopes granting you power. Yes, spell drinker. It's like you are fed by the gods, and you feed them. Very, very interesting. When I was the Stair Master, gods wouldn't come here because they knew that I could trap them. Occasionally, they'd come here to traverse. This is why I said, yes, this is why they do not want to come in the staircase from the other planes, because they know that my son will trap them.
Would he trap me here?
He cannot destroy your door. He has no power over mortals. He just can delay the inevitable, slow you down. But he cannot stop your hopes and dreams. No. Your hopes build the staircase infinitely, and your dreams and your wishes. You have other wishes, though. Wishes of your parents.
Yes, I do wish to get them out of this realm, as they're trapped here. Are
they trapped here? Is that their wish to escape?
I'm not sure. They have been here for quite a long time.
I wonder. So this cloud figure sort of looks around, this sort of floats through this genie. He goes, maybe I could feel their wishes too. It's so weak. Can I feel them and get their hopes and wishes? Yes. There are others in the staircase as we speak. Many others. Well, many for many years. There's one that is traversed into the abyss. There are spirits like you. I feel them. Oh, they wish to save someone, some of them. Some wish to save those who are long gone. Yes, some had their wish granted. You have been empowered with a wish. You don't even know it, do you? You don't even feel it. One of my previous servants has empowered you and others.
And if you were to be the Stair Master again, could you help me release my parents from this realm?
If it was their wish, wishes are strong here. If you wish to save them, it's like the staircase could help lead you to do those things. But just understand, you are dealing with a god in the Stairkeeper. He is far beyond you.
Does he grant the wishes?
He may, but he mostly deals in dreams now, not wishes. So maybe the solution is maybe not grant your wish, but grant your dreams. What is your dream when it comes to your parents?
I dream of them at peace, or at least living once more outside of this realm.
they dream of such things. That you could gain power and interest the stair keeper. He does not wish to grant or deny. He just wishes to see the results. See if he can feel his emptiness that he gained by getting everything he wanted and in turn nothing. Yes, you can use him, but you must know you must know the hearts of your parents. If you are wrong, their dream could consume you, or your dream could destroy them. Or the stair keeper could be bored and destroy all of you.
Well, I wish I had to have the power to see him. And I'm going to yell out his name.
The thing looks around and so it goes. He says, he is meeting with others of your realm. Yes, I can feel their wishes. I've spoken to several of from your realm. Your Thetadolyon. It's been a long time, I believe. They had the ability to change the world or destroy it. They destroyed it before, but their wishes saved it to where you all are still here. You know your world is dead, don't you?
Well, it's preserved by this bubble that we're in.
Yes, but your world is dead.
I suppose. I don't really know what's out there, but it seems grim.
But you don't really concern yourself with what's outside. You're concerned with yourself with what's inside. I sense your dreams and hopes. You dream of purpose and finding out the truth and knowledge.
I don't seem there's any knowledge outside of this, other than these books that were talked of in some fort outside of the bubble.
Oh, there's a great library on a dead world. It's a very great dead world. But I mean, let me in on a little secret. There's another dead world, or more like hibernated world. It's a ring world. The shattered ring holds probably everything that you need to want. All forms of magic, all forms of arcana, all knowledge. And there's a secret door to this world.
What is the name to this world?
It has many names, but the name it was last known as, its name is called Sigil.
Is this its true name?
This is its name that those who visited there and that learned it. And if you know of Sigil, it's like you might be able to get there from here. It is outside your bubble, but it is outside all bubbles.
Is there anything else around in this room? Do I notice any other doors or anything, or is it just like an enclosed room?
Yeah, it's just an enclosed room.
And if I were to find this place, I would be able to learn of its knowledge.
Yes, there's a great library there that great mages and wizards built. This library holds all that came before it and deposited its knowledge. And if you would go into it, your knowledge would become a part of it.
Sounds interesting.
It was made by the great first wizard of magic.
Is there anything I must do to find this place?
You and others must wish it. And wish it strongly. And it does not matter. It does not matter the reason of the wish. It just must be strong for it to lead you. Because just know that the staircase will sense your waver and it will take time. But you know its true name and it can lead you to this door.
I do wish to see this place. I enjoy obtaining this knowledge of magic.
But the journey will be difficult. So I just know that you cannot do it alone, because the wish of one to get the sigil has to be a very, very strong wish. But it might hold clues how to save your world.
Okay. Well, I feel as though I must go inform the others of this place so we can look to save our own world.
But yes, because your world still has hopes and dreams. And that is enough hopes and dreams to maybe build other worlds someday. Yes, Sigil might even be able to do that. But there are realms out there that are still connected in the staircase. But their doors are shut, and I don't feel their hopes and wishes anymore. If I don't, that means that neither does the stair keeper. But he has stolen the ability for me to sense the dreams. So maybe he sees and feels those that are slumbered across the multiverse. It's like you have freed me, and while I don't have the ability to grant you a wish, I can grant you one last piece of knowledge. So ask, and if I knew it, it's like I will grant you this. But before you ask about your parents, understand I do not know if they're through here. I do not feel their wishes, which is concerning, because if they wish to come home, I would feel it. So their wishes must be shifted over to their dreams.
I would like the knowledge of what is outside of this bubble. Is that something you're willing to grant me?
I can give you a broad thing. There is a great wheel of many, many planes. And there's not much left outside of your bubble. But on this great wheel that interconnects, they circle the realms that were. In this great wheel, spokes that fed a great tower in the place of Sigil that I told you. Your world set upon the spire, and it broke Sigil, and broke the multiverse. Something has wished to put it together. Something is stopping it.
What's stopping it?
That I do not know. But I feel that that the Great Wheel might have the answers, or this library, or Sigil itself. But just know that your world is truly never safe until the multiverse is able to heal and rebuild itself. Because again, your world sits upon the spire, broken and dead, but not gone. Which is more than I can say for many of the other realms. So what is outside the bubble? A wheel. A real wheel of alignment. Of evil. Of good. Of neutrality. Of law. Of chaos. Of something. And sadly, a lot of nothing. Find the spire. If you can't find Sigil, find the spire. If you can find Sigil, you can find the library. It's the library of Azuth. And your wishes may be strong enough to get you there, but that only together can you get there in a timely way. There are those that have spent hundreds of years in the staircase because what they want is faltered or divided. Don't do that, because I sense your world does not have that much time.
We will find this library and gain the knowledge to fix this wheel.
Fix Sigil. That is my wish. Because if Sigil is fixed, the multiverse might be reborn. And then maybe your world and other worlds might even have a chance. That is my wish. Because what is a staircase without doors?
This will be my wish as well. To fix what is broken.
Do not believe that you are broken. Come from a broken family there, young elf. Like your family, if they have no wishes, then they have no regrets in what they do. And also do not sense any regret in you. Just the foundation of purpose. Whether you know it or not. So you have started something. Maybe you can help rekindle the realms and magic along the way. So it looks around and says, "Quick, you must throw me back into my cage. If the stairkeeper, he's almost done with your friends. So I sense his wish coming. If I linger here too long, he'll know that I am sensing it. So put me back in. It's better that he does not know that you have been here."
Okay. I'm gonna go up and grab the orb. I guess he disappears.
Yeah, so like he'll disappear when he comes out. So do you go out of the room back into the...
Yeah, I'm gonna toss him.
Okay.
Just toss him to the middle.
Alright, so you're gonna toss it into it. So So he goes in and sort of wraps up and gets placed back in. All of the symbols and stuff have dissipated, so it just looks like this glowing orb in there.
Thank you, Stair Master, for your knowledge, but I must go and find the others. I'm gonna walk out of the room and back.
I'm gonna go back so you're in front of the palace?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to outside of the palace.
Okay, so you're outside of the palace.
Yeah.
So he did tell you how things work, so your hopes and wishes can guide you to where you want to go if they're strong enough.
I'm gonna kind of backtrack on these stairs. I don't know if it will take me back to where I was at previously, but I'm just gonna kind of continue on.
So you want to work your way back through there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a history. See how much you remember, because they're not easily marked and they're easily clean to move.
9.
All right. So you go through, and you feel something. You feel on your way. You feel your essence being pulled, and down. You sort of look down. You're going down, and you look down, and you sort of see the door that you left.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like ever so slow, like in slow motion, ever so slowly. Closing, like barely. So, do you rush down there?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna start just running.
Start getting through there. Like as you go, it's like you just sort of see you come through, and it's barely going through. So the door, you're almost to it, and the door shuts completely when you're a couple of platforms away, and you sort of feel weakened. So, but when the door shut, you remember you're still in the staircase, but you're also had an image of you sitting in your room, like in the school.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have a little flash. And at this point, though, it's like you realize that not all of you made it out.
Okay.
And we're going to pop back over. You're in the school now.
Mm.
And you're on your bed, you're sitting.
Okay.
You're like sitting up just on your bed.
I'm there.
Okay. So you're going to try to remember. You're going to try to remember what happened. You remember going in the staircase, getting to the palace, and you're trying to remember everything. Like things feel scrambled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at this point, it's almost like it was a dream. So you know how you're trying. It's like how you're trying to get everything.
Yeah.
Get everything together. So we're going to roll history for pieces to see if you can piece them together, because not all of you made it out.
Now, would dreams be considered magical, like in Arcana? Or...
Well, in this case, if they're feeding divine, but this is like you putting it together.
Mm-hmm. So history is...
Yeah, it's history. So it's one of those things so I'm going to say something, and you're going to have to roll history on it.
Okay.
All right. The name of the stair keeper, Stair Master. He did tell you his name was Novice, so let's see if you remember it. Novice.
19. So.
Okay, so you remember your conversation. You remember getting Novice and the stair keeper, but they kept calling. So it's like you. So you remember that.
And that was the stair keeper's name, right?
The Stair Master.
Stair Master. Okay.
The stair keeper didn't tell you. So he talked to you about the one that replaced him. I'm gonna let you remember that.
Okay.
Do you remember the stair keeper?
I got an 8, so...
Alright, so you remember the stair... You remember that the stair keeper did this, but a lot of the details are sort of a little shaky. You know, but you do remember pieces that's tied to the Stair Master. I will say that you remember that his son, you know, is the Stair Keeper.
Okay.
That's when it might get a little crazier. So, do you remember him telling you about the wheel?
6.
So I'm going to say you do not remember the wheel.
Okay.
Do you remember... Do you remember something about a ring?
A ring?
Yes, the ring. Do you remember its name?
I got a 13.
I'm going to roll fate against it.
Okay.
See if you remember. Do you remember this ring that he told you about? But do you remember its name? Because that's the easy way.
Yeah.
So let's see if you beat my roll. I rolled a 13 too. I will let you roll again to see if you beat 13.
Yes. 18.
I will let you remember Sigil. So you remember there's a ring Sigil. So you sort of forgot about the planes, but you remember something about Sigil.
Okay.
Do you remember the library?
A 10.
You remember there's a library in there, but you don't remember the name of the library, but you remember the library. Now the hardest one. Do you remember finding out that your parents are inside of there?
Okay.
This will require an 18 or above to remember that your parents.
No, I don't remember my parents.
That memory is in the piece of you that's the spirit that's stuck inside.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do an Arcana. So this is what I saved the Arcana for, where it's all sort of jumbled around and everything. What was the Arcana roll?
It's a 10.
I'm going to say that with the 10, since because your knowledge is better than most Arcana, but you feel that you had unfinished business in the staircase.
Okay.
The problem is you don't know where it is. You know, you were transported there to the door, so you don't know where the door is, but then you came here.
Okay. And can I look at is there a calendar in my room? Or
Everything's exactly as you left it.
okay.
So
Do I have my neocom with me?
The sun's out.
Okay.
So you do hear commotion outside your door. So you actually hear talking and people running around.
Can I do a perception? I'm going to do a perception, see if I can kind of hear.
Okay, you want to listen?
16.
You hear something from someone saying very loudly and clearly, "They're back." So you hear that outside your door.
You go ahead and make out how long they said it's been, or
They just said they just hear it back, and they're someone shouted that. That's why you could hear. Do you step outside your door?
Yeah, I'm gonna step outside and see if I can get any more information.
So you step out, and down the hallway you see Dante, Chloe, and John.
Okay.
Down the hall, and there's some people down there. But then there's someone that comes through, and they look and says, "You're back." It's like, where have you been?
I want to ask him how long has it been since we left?
He looks up. It's like, the guy in this classmate of yours, because it's at your level, because it's been 6 months.
We've been gone for 6 months.
Well, you tell us. It's like we've not seen you in 6 months. It's like you all disappeared. We thought maybe you quit the school like so many others.
No, I thought we were only gone for a couple of days.
I think the only hope that we had is your old stores didn't fade. So what is on your door as you're standing outside?
I want to say I still got the vines on there, and there's still the runes scattered on the door, but there's blossoms that are like just radiant light coming from the vines.
Okay, radiant light. No ring that's made its way there?
There's a staircase, and at the end of the staircase there's a ring.
Okay, those come through.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a bell, like ringing, sort of letting everyone know. It's the the headmaster is called a meeting. It's like the headmaster has called a meeting.
Okay.
And with that, so we will close out.